Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And I appreciate the opportunity to address my colleagues today. And indeed, being in the middle of a government shutdown is something we did not want. And my colleagues and I continue on our side of the aisle, continue to invite the Senate colleagues and their conferees to sit at the table with us and negotiate. We want to make certain that we work out the issues of our nation's fiscal health. You know, we have to remember, currently we're borrowing $2–3 billion a day to keep the doors open. This is something we cannot do. It is not fair. It is not fair to future generations. It is not fair to our children and grandchildren. It is not fair to the small business people who have dreams of building a business, watching that business grow, watching those dreams come true. It is not fair to the future of their families. So to our Senate colleagues, we do continue to ask them to join us and to negotiate these issues. There's a lot that's been said about Obamacare. And some say, well, it doesn't have anything to do with the budget. But you know what, Mr. Chairman, it has everything to do with the budget. Because of the amount of growth that is taking place in this program. I think we all remember that originally Obamacare was to be a health insurance access program. Let's give a pathway for uninsured Americans to have access to health insurance. A laudable goal, something that there was agreement on. But where it ran off the rails, if you will, was in the projections of the cost, far exceeding what anybody ever thought it would be. When it began to make cuts, $600 billion worth of cuts, $600 billion worth of cuts in Medicare, taking money out of Medicare, money that the federal government is taking out of wage earners' paychecks and putting it over into the pot that says Obamacare, and using that money to redirect, to stand up the Obamacare program. There's a problem with that. There's a problem when there are mandates that are made on our hospitals, on our physicians, that are paying them less. There's a problem when there is $819.3 billion of new taxes specifically embedded in the Obamacare legislation, the law. $819.3 billion of new taxes that are going to come out of the paycheck of workers and be put into the Obamacare pot to implement that law. Now, the impact is dramatic. Even though the President has given 1,200 waivers and special favors, even though he's chosen to make 19 delays of the program for people and entities that have gone to him and said, hey, we would like a delay or we would like a waiver. The list goes on and on and on. It is individuals like my constituents who are dealing with the full impact of this. Here are a couple of the emails that I have received. Marcia, please stop Obamacare from happening. This is a small business owner in one of my cities. It was great for me to have insurance through the Cover 10 program for small business. It works great for me and others. It's affordable. There's no way I can afford Obamacare. My insurance cost is going up 5 times more than what I pay now. We cannot afford this program. A small business owner who went to a check cashing facility, got $400, started a business, now has 5 locations, 45 employees, wants to grow this business and cannot. Because 40-hour work week, 50 employees, it would cause him to have to shutter the doors of his 5 locations and do something different for his 45 employees. That is the impact that this law is having on a regular, daily basis. Another constituent with a child with type 1 diabetes, they have utilized their employer's reimbursement account. $5,000 that was there, Now that's going to be limited to $2,500. They are looking at how unaffordable Affordable Care Act is going to be for them. The list goes on and on.
Expired.
I yield back my time.